Hey folks, I've been getting a lot of questions about why I'm into Ether and what I'm doing with the Ether to Bitcoin ratio move. So I thought I'd make a really quick video explaining just that. Hokey cokey, so this is Bitcoin. As we all know, it's gone ridiculous. It's like $38,000 now. And Ether's hit it's over $1,200 now. So it's gone absolutely nuts. It's absolutely batshit crazy. Now, this video is not about where I see it going, blah blah blah, but it's more about the Ether to Bitcoin ratio. And so this is something I've been talking about for years, and especially now because Ether, when you look at this chart, what this shows you is that Ether is extremely undervalued compared to Bitcoin. So what this means is that at some point Ether was relatively well priced against Bitcoin, around the sort of 0.1 to 0.12 level. And for a while I've been saying at some point Ether, or this ratio, is going to go back up. As you can see here, I thought it may go up a bit sooner, but it will happen at some point, in my opinion, of course. Now, the reason why this is such an important trade or move is because if you are a person who believes in the long-term growth of crypto and that you think that Bitcoin is going to be here for a long time, same as Ether, and that they're both going to go do really big things, and really you want to accumulate as much wealth as possible in terms of Bitcoin, then this is for me the reason why. I mean, this video is not going to talk about Ether 2.0 and staking and all the other things that are developing in the Ether world, or Bitcoin, etc. For me, this is just a simple charting sort of exercise. So let's just do a quick example. So if we take the price of Bitcoin right now, let's call it $38,000 just for easy numbers. Okay, so if we get my little doodle pen, make it in big fat numbers or thickness, girth. So if you had $38,000 right now, you could buy one Bitcoin. Okay, so you either buy one Bitcoin, or if we just round the price down like we did with Bitcoin, or $1,200 for Ether. Okay, so or you can have $38,000, and that gets you. I can't do that in my head. $38,000, divide that by $1,200. 31.66, call it 66, yeah. So 31.66 ETH. Okay, so the reason being is that let's say we did the Ether trade, okay, just like I'm doing. My money's in Ether. I don't own any Bitcoin, and so I'm holding that 31.66 ETH. Now, if the price, or if this ratio, if we go back to ETH/BTC, if this ratio goes all the way back up to this 1.0 level, now I personally think it's going to go a lot higher. Again, this video is not for those reasons. Like, that's a whole nother video of all the bullish reasons I have for Ether. But let's just say at some point in time it does go to 0.1. Okay, so what you then do is you do your 30. Let's get rid of that. 31.66. You divide it by wrong way. You times it by 0.1. So 31.66 times 0.1. Boom, 3.166. So all of a sudden, if we get back to this, so times by 0.1, so you then all of a sudden end up with 3.166 Bitcoin. Boom. And now this has nothing to do with the price of Bitcoin, okay? Or because what could happen is that Ether could, like, Bitcoin could stay at $38,000 and Ether could go to the moon, and that ratio go up. Or hell, they could both go down in price, but Bitcoin goes down a bit faster than Ether. Not likely, or vice. Yeah, it could be anything. But long story short, what you're doing is you're tripling your Bitcoin holding. So that is the sole reason I'm doing it. Simply because I think it's going to go above this 0.1 ratio level, and then I'm going to exit into Bitcoin. Potentially, maybe. I'm a trader. My viewpoint changes all of the time, depending on the data that's presented. So remember, it's crucial with all walks in life, really. You need to continually interrogate the data set from which you form your opinions or stances on. And those that don't end up burning themselves, whether it be socially, financially, relationships, whatever. So yeah, just my thoughts, and I hope that makes sense. Toodles!